Guys, so today I'm going to be doing a review on a makeup palette that I purchased a couple weeks ago, and I honestly think it is like a makeup staple for any girl going back to school. And I know a lot of you have already started back to school. I started 2 weeks ago, but even if you are already started school, this is something you could go pick out that I think would be really great to have. So it is the Sephora by Allure palette, and it looks like this. And I'm of course going to have it linked in the bottom bar where you can go pick it up. You can get it in-store or online, and basically you open it up, and it's got this really nice big mirror, which I know is blinding you, but I love using this because I just set it like this on my table, and I use the colors in here and everything, and I can use that mirror as my mirror since I don't have my vanity yet. So it's really great because it's totally, if you're going to bring the entire palette, you have this nice mirror to work with. And then inside of it are all of these smaller palettes. So you get 5 smaller palettes, and I'll go into each palette in a minute. But then you also get this, which is why I think this is so perfect for going back to school. And it's a mini palette. And it's got a mirror also. And then in here, you can put any of those 5 palettes, and you can close it up, and the lip gloss and eyeshadows and blush or bronzer will stay safe. And you can just toss this into your school bag, which is so great. So basically each palette just kind of pops out. There's like these little round circles in the back, and you just kind of push on it, and then the palette pops out. So starting in the upper right hand corner, there's this palette, and this is just a really pretty kind of bronzy colors. There's this little like pamphlet that comes with it that I threw away that explains what each of them is for, but I love this one. This is one that I go to a lot. It's just got really pretty everyday colors. The pigmentation on this is great, and this palette was $36 or $34, I believe. It's so affordable, and you get so many colors. So yeah, you can just see all these really nice colors. I'm going to swatch a few for you. This top one, those are the 2 top colors. I hope they're not being washed out. I know the lighting's kind of bright. And then this light shimmery color. They're all just super pretty, and the color payoff is so nice. I was really surprised because, I'm not going to lie, I've never really been a fan of Sephora makeup, but this palette is great. Then there's this bronzer, and each one comes with either a blush or a bronzer. I'm not a huge fan of this bronzer. It's matte, which is nice, and I don't have many matte bronzers, but that's just because I really don't contour much, so I don't really have a use for it, although it's nice to have around where I want to contour. And then it comes with this lip gloss, and what I love about these lip glosses, which I was so impressed about, is they are so pigmented. Which is great because then you get to skip the whole lipstick, lip liner complication. You can just go for a nice gloss. So they're super pigmented. Like, look at this. This is a bright, or the pink, it's like a bubblegum pink, but that looks like it could be, sorry, I had like doodles from when I was swatching things for an earlier tutorial. But it's so pigmented, and it shows up on your lips like that, which is great. So this, I don't wear this pink much just because I'm not a big bright Barbie pink lip kind of a person, but it's a great color, and when I want to be a little bit more daring, it's really fun to play around with. So the next of the little mini palettes is a bit more daring. It's got some really fun bright colors, and I'm going to be featuring this in my first week in bold looks, which I'm so sorry is taking forever to get uploaded. It's just a lot of work to do. But it's got some really fun colors. Again, the pigmentation on these is really nice. Here's this bright green, kind of a blue color. Really pretty. And then the purple. Just like, look at that fantastic pigmentation. And then there's this lighter purple. They're such pretty colors. And then you've got some more neutral colors underneath it. So you can see all those colors. Really pretty. Just the color combinations they chose are so nice and so wearable. And you can also mix and match, you know, within the other palette. And the blush is just a very kind of neutral, like you can barely see it. I haven't really used this one much, but when my skin gets lighter, I think it'll be really pretty just to kind of like warm up the cheeks just a little bit. Okay, so then the gloss that it comes with, it's also a more nude color. I like to put this on over some of the like darker ones, or the brighter lipsticks, just to kind of like tone them down a little bit. But it's a nice, very mauve-y kind of color. I don't really know how to describe it, but again, the pigmentation is fantastic on these lip glosses. The next palette over is another more neutral one, but this one's less bronzy. It's really, really pretty. It's just got some kind of, it's got some mattes, some shimmers. That's the nice thing about this palette is it does give you both mattes and shimmers. And none of them are too glittery, like there's no, glittery. None of them have like chunks of glitter or anything. They just have a nice like satin finish or something. Such pretty colors, these two. And then the blush on this one's really nice. It's a light baby pink with some like kind of goldish shimmer. Kind of hard to see. I know it's not showing up too good. It's right on that finger. But it's really nice. I use it a lot. And then the lip gloss in this is the least pigmented lip gloss, but I have it on right now. It's a really just pretty kind of corally orangey pink. And even this one's pretty pigmented. Oops. It's just because it's a bit of a lighter color that it doesn't show up as well on your lips, but it's so pretty. I'm obsessed with this. Like literally, I love these lip glosses. I'm going to say that a zillion times in this video, but I really do. They're my obsession. I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out of these. It's going to be such a problem. Alright, then the last palette, or the second to last palette, is a bit darker. And, yeah. These are just kind of some fun colors. They're interesting combinations. I really like these two, like in theory. I haven't tried them out like yet on my eyes, but it's a very kind of rusty orange color and then this like kind of lighter cobalt blue. It's coming off a lot brighter on camera than it is in person, but they're both really pretty colors. It's actually kind of more of a blue-gray, but I think they're so pretty. And then I love this purple color. I think it's so pretty. So those are just kind of some of the colors. Again, you get a matte bronzer with this, which is nice. Again, I'm not a big fan of matte bronzers. I just don't really have use for them. So not necessarily one of my favorite things, but it is a nice bronzer to have. If you need a matte bronzer or something, it comes with one. And then there's just a matte black, not very exciting, but always useful. And then, okay, this is my favorite lip gloss of the bunch, I think. It's kind of one of the harder ones to wear, but it's exactly what I've been looking for. It is such a pretty color. It's this kind of magenta, and it's such an interesting combination to go with these eyeshadows. I don't know how I'd wear them together, but it looks more red in person, I mean on camera, but it's really pretty magenta kind of a color. Oh, it's to die for. So I put this on, and you can really build it up, or you can make it pretty sheer. Sometimes I'll put that kind of nudie gloss I showed you earlier over top, and that's really, really pretty. I'm obsessed with these. These lip glosses are amazing. And then the last palette is a bit darker. This is like the darkest of the palettes, and it gives you a nice red gloss with it. There's just a matte black, a kind of satin finished gray color, a darker gray color, a green, a light gray color, and then just a shimmery kind of champagne color. All really nice. Great for a smoky eye. I'll swatch some of them for you. Kind of get an idea. Again, color payoff is so nice on these. I was a little worried about it, but I swatched them in store and was so impressed. And then the blush on this I really like. It's got a matte finish, I think, which I don't have many matte blushes, so it's kind of a nice something to have. And it's just a really pretty sort of dusty rose color. It's really nice, and I've actually been wearing it quite a bit lately when I've wanted to go for a more matte face. And then the lip gloss. This was the only lip gloss that let me down a little bit just because, and it didn't even let me down, it's just a little bit deceiving. It looks pretty dark in the packaging, as you can see, but then when you get it on, it's a much lighter red, which is kind of too bad. It's more of a berry color. But I don't know, I was hoping for something a little bit darker just from the packaging, although still super pigmented. These glosses stay on and last for so long. They're not sticky, which is really, really nice. So it's a fabulous palette. Then say you're taking one of these palettes to school. The great thing is you can take, say I want to take this palette because this is what I do makeup in, but I don't want to wear this lip gloss, so just pop the lip gloss out. And then say I'm wearing this lip gloss, the one I'm wearing today. Pop that in. Now I have my complete palette with my eyeshadows, my lip gloss, and then I guess if I wanted to bring a bronzer along, it was coming anyway. You open up this other palette, pop it in there, and now you've got a perfect little compact for going to school. And you just close that up, everything's protected, and you toss it into your bag and you're ready to go. It is so, so nice. And the mirror on this, again, is nice and big. It's amazing. You can see my camera. Yeah. So, it's super convenient. I absolutely love it. Again, this is the Sephora by Allure, or Allure by Sephora. I don't know, but Sephora and Allure magazine teamed up to make this. It's beautiful. So that was my kind of overall thoughts on this palette. I just really wanted to let you know that it was out there. I got a Sephora email about it a couple months, or like a month ago, and I was like, this looks so cool, and I'm so excited that I went and got it because I love it. I use it almost every day. It's such a great makeup product. Perfect for back to school because it gives you so many choices. So if you're the kind of person that is just starting out with makeup, or is just really getting into makeup, or is really into makeup and wants something new, I think this is a great palette to have. It's super convenient for school and everything, so I hope you found this review helpful. I will be doing many tutorials with this coming up. Yeah, if you have any requests for videos, please let me know. I've missed you all so much, and I'm so happy to be back filming, so I will talk to you all later. Bye, guys.